Hi, my name is Donalia Dolly Jones, and I am a featured woman for the August 2024 issue of the Bold Maven magazine.
Can you share a little about what you do?
So, I work in the film industry. People like to call me the set vet because I've done probably just about every part of the production part. So I've been a production assistant. I've worked in art. I've worked as a director's assistant. I've worked as a second, which is a second assistant director's assistant. And I've worked as a key set, which works under all of the directors. Most recently, I've worked as a production coordinator, but in all, creative producer.
How did you end up in this industry?
I'm an actress. And when I moved to Georgia, I wanted to get into film. And it was brought to my attention that the way to get into film down here, the new Black Hollywood, is to work in production. And I never understood that part of the world. When acting, I would just go on set, do my lines, do what I gotta do, and go home. So it was pretty interesting to me to begin with. So when the opportunity presented itself, I ended up taking it, and it was doing wardrobe. I got an opportunity with a company called Megamind Media, and my friend called me, Shamise. She called me and she goes, "Hey, I have an opportunity for you, but you got to fake it till you make it." And I'm like, "What is the opportunity?" And it was wardrobe, and I don't know anything about wardrobe. So I told her, I said, "I'm down." And the costume designer called, and she goes, "So do you have any experience in wardrobe?" And I said, "I'm not gonna lie to you, no, but I could fake it till I make it." And she respected it. And from there, my first client that I had to dress was Neo in a movie called The Sound of Christmas, and you can watch it on BET Plus.
Would you say that working in production has increased your talents as an actress?
Yes, it definitely gives me more respect on time. People don't understand how long it takes to set up a scene that can only be 1 minute. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of patience because there's different departments working together to make this thing become a creation. So I've learned so much that now when I am back in front of the camera, I have so much more patience. I have so much more questions, like lighting. Can you light brown skin? Things like that. I definitely have a greater respect on just the world behind the camera.
What has your experience been as a Black woman in your industry?
Thankfully, in Georgia, they give Black people in general a larger opportunity here. Black women are now on the rise in Black Hollywood. Um, in regular Hollywood, it's still a challenge, and people don't realize that even in 2024, being a Black woman in the film industry in Hollywood, it's hard. You don't get the same opportunities. You have to consistently prove yourself. But luckily and thankfully in Atlanta, you get to move around, you get to show your skills, and you're a little bit more respected here, which I really, really admire. And there's a lot of great Black women that I do admire, like Maya Table. She's a director, does a lot of commercials. Princess, she's a producer here in Atlanta, does a lot of commercials. Nia is a second AD, and she does a lot of commercials, movies. So it's good that I do have Black women to look forward to here. So it might be a little tough, but here it's a little bit more leeway in Atlanta than it is in general Hollywood.
What do you consider to be some of your biggest accomplishments so far?
One thing I can say, this is not a good thing, is that I need to learn how to sit down and really appreciate how far I've come to know what my accomplishments are. I've been such a go-getter. I've been such a what else can I do, that I don't really take the time to sit down and realize how far I've come. But I've always wanted to be on television. I've been on television multiple times. I do have a movie coming out called The Perfect Mother. More information coming soon, but it's coming out in November. Um, just moving to Atlanta with nothing and being where I am today. I mean, I came here and I was a manager at an aquarium and I didn't know anything about fish. And I took one leap of faith to another leap of faith when I quit my job as a manager to work in film. And I'm still standing today. So I think that's my biggest achievement, is following God's will for me. Going against the odds and going against some of my worries or my fears, and just being persistent and persevering.
What keeps you motivated to keep pushing?
I think it's three things. My faith, number one. I've been through so much. I feel like God has proven himself to me so many times when he didn't have to. I always know that no matter what is in front of me, what it looks like, the things get greater later. So that pushes me all the time. It's not bad all the time, guys. So that pushes me. People push me. Thankfully, I have random people hitting me up every day. So here I am home thinking that I'm not getting anything done and that I'm not moving in life. And I get messages from random people who don't even know me. And they're like, hey, I look up to you. It's great to see a Black queen moving and creating an environment where she's comfortable and she's persevering. And that keeps me going. And then my friends. I love my friends. You got to have a great vibe and a great tribe around you. Great auras. People who don't call just to complain. People who call to pray, to check up on you, to push you, to remind you if you're forgetting to do something, or remind you of who you are, because sometimes you forget. So those three things keep me going every day. And if it's not one thing, it's the other. So
Outside of work, what brings you enjoyment?
the beach. When I was a kid, I hated the sand. And they used to say, how can a Caribbean woman hate the sand? But when I got older, the sand is my new exfoliant, okay? I could sit on the beach all day. The beach, anything near water, good vibes, and food. I love food, as you can see. I love to eat.
What advice would you give a 12-year-old you?
One day, your chocolate skin is going to be a sensation. When I was a kid, colorism, and still till today, colorism is a big thing. And as a person in the industry and acting, it will always be a thing, unfortunately. And I come from a very large family, and I am the darkest of them all. And I used to think that it was an ugly thing. And I used to get pointed out for it. But now I am the new kryptonite, baby. So I absolutely would tell my 12-year-old self, you are gorgeous, girl. You are gorgeous, and I can't wait to see where you are going, because you are going far.
Is there anyone that you would like to shout out?
No, I'm just kidding. Um, First and foremost, I just want to give a shout out to the Lord. Um, I am not religious, but I am very spiritual. And I believe that my biggest, greatest supporter, my friend, my husband, my everything is God. I would like to shout out my best friend, Norma Edwards, Chef Norm from Daddy's Island. Um, I love her. I have three best friends, and I love all of them. Norma, Chef Norm, Daryl. Daryl is Pressure. He's a rapper. And then my friend Naya, Janaea Bullock. She owns I Am the Plug. That's a clothing line. Be your own plug. All of my friends. I have so many friends. Oh my God. I have a great tribe. Shanice Renee. She's a post coach. Keisha George, celebrity hairstylist. Felicia Grand Beauty, that's my makeup artist that lives up north, and that I'm mad she's not here. My family is a whole bunch of us. It's Danielle, Darcel, Danae, Rashad, Royale, Darielle, Deani, Dayana, Damara, everybody. My mom, Donalia Jones. Oh my gosh, so many people. So many people. I got too many. Too many. All of my Georgia Aquarium children, I love you so much. You know who you are. All of my production family, my son Timmy. I don't have any real children. This is why God gave me children through these things. Oh my God. Praise. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on such a beautiful platform. I'm so excited. Yeah, that's it.
Final question. Do you have any current or future endeavors that you can share with our audience?
Two things. So I own a platform called OhDollyNetworks, and it's kind of self-explanatory. I'm OhDolly, and I network. It's going to be launching in December of 2024. It is a platform where people in production can come and look up different resources to help their production get off the ground. I'm very excited about it. I'm really nervous because I've been sitting on it for a very long time. That information can be found on my page at Instagram at OhDollyNetworks. Also, I am very excited because this year I went back to acting, and I am a lead in the movie called The Perfect Mother. It's coming out in November. We are in negotiation right now with the platform, so the platform will be announced on my page, and I'm really excited about it. To continue this conversation, you can read the rest of my story at theboldmaven.com. Make sure to subscribe to the Bold Maven newsletter to get access to their digital magazine.